On February 1st, 2023, at 9:47 a.m. Mountain Time, a radar operator at Malmstrom Air Force Base stares at his screen. Something's wrong. A blip, massive, moving at 12 miles per hour, altitude 60,000 feet. It shouldn't be there. He zooms in, adjusts the filter. The signature doesn't match anything in the database. Not a plane, not a drone, not a satellite. He keys his radio. "Sir, we have an unknown object over Montana." Within minutes, the alert reaches NORAD headquarters buried deep inside Cheyenne Mountain. Generals lean over glowing tactical displays. Maps flicker with the object's trajectory. It's drifting south, slowly, deliberately, directly over one of America's most sensitive military installations. Malmstrom Air Force Base isn't just another airfield. It controls 150 Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missiles, nuclear warheads buried in silos scattered across the Montana plains, the backbone of America's nuclear deterrent. And something is floating directly above them. The order comes fast. Scramble the jets. 2 F-22 Raptors tear down the runway. Afterburners scream. Within seconds, they're airborne, climbing toward the stratosphere. Pilots receive the coordinates. They bank hard, pushing Mach speed across the empty sky. Their mission: intercept and identify. At 58,000 feet, the lead pilot sees it. A balloon, not a small one, massive, white, bloated like a jellyfish suspended in the upper atmosphere. 3 school buses wide, solar panels dangling beneath it. Metallic equipment hangs from cables, cameras, sensors, antennas. The pilot radios back. "Visual confirmed. It's a balloon. High altitude. Surveillance equipment visible." He circles it, closer. The balloon doesn't move, doesn't react. It just drifts, silent and ghostly, catching the jet stream. On the ground, panic erupts. At the Pentagon, the Situation Room fills with officials. The Secretary of Defense is on the phone with the White House. NSA analysts pull satellite footage from the past 72 hours. They trace its path. It entered U.S. airspace over Alaska 3 days ago. It crossed into Canada, then back into the U.S. over Idaho, now Montana, and no one noticed. How is that possible? Because it's slow, because it's high, because American radar systems are built to detect fast-moving threats. Missiles, bombers, stealth jets. Not a balloon drifting at 12 miles per hour. It exploited a blind spot. And now it's hovering over America's nuclear arsenal. The question everyone's asking: who sent it? By noon, the story breaks. Social media explodes. A Montana resident posts a photo. The balloon, stark white against a clear blue sky, drifting over his ranch. Within an hour, the image goes viral. Millions see it. Millions more start pointing their cameras upward. News helicopters scramble. CNN, Fox, MSNBC, live feeds flood the airwaves. The balloon becomes the most watched object on Earth. Is this an act of war? Are we under attack? What's inside that thing? No one has answers. Only speculation. China. It has to be China. Satellite data confirms it. The balloon matches the profile of a Chinese high-altitude surveillance platform, designed to collect signals intelligence, intercept communications, map military installations. But Beijing stays silent. No explanation, no apology, no acknowledgement. Just silence. The balloon keeps moving. Day turns to night. It drifts east, over the Dakotas, over Nebraska. Civilians track it on flight apps. It trends on Twitter. Memes flood the internet. But beneath the jokes, there's real fear. Because this isn't just about one balloon. Intelligence analysts pull classified reports. Over the past 2 years, similar objects have been spotted over Japan, Taiwan, the Philippines, Guam. This isn't a mistake, it's a program. A fleet of balloons, silently circling the globe, gathering intelligence from the stratosphere. Invisible to most radar, cheap to operate, nearly impossible to stop once they're airborne. And this one made it all the way across America. The White House convenes an emergency meeting. Should they shoot it down? The generals say yes. Every second it stays up, it's recording us. The diplomats say no. Shooting it down could escalate into war. The president orders them to wait. Not because he's indecisive, because the balloon is over Montana, over Wyoming, over farmland and small towns. If they shoot it down, debris will rain across civilian areas, homes, schools, highways. They need open ocean or empty desert, so they wait, and the balloon keeps drifting. Day 3. The F-22s are still tracking it, rotating shifts. Pilots fly alongside, documenting every detail. The balloon is eerily calm, no propulsion, no maneuvering, just the wind. But the equipment beneath it is active. Radio signals pulse from the payload. Transmissions bounce off satellites. Data flows somewhere, probably encrypted, probably back to China. The NSA scrambles to intercept. Cyber teams try to hack the signal. Nothing works. Whatever it's collecting, it's sending home. And there's nothing the US can do but watch. By February 4th, the balloon reaches the East Coast. It drifts over Virginia, over the Carolinas, heading out to sea. This is the moment. The order finally comes. Take it down! An F-22 locks on. A single AIM-9 X Sidewinder missile roars through the sky. Impact. The balloon bursts in a cascade of white fabric. Debris scatters across 6 miles of Atlantic Ocean. Crowds on South Carolina beaches cheer. Cameras capture the moment. America just shot down a Chinese spy balloon. But the celebration doesn't last. Because as Navy divers plunge into freezing water to recover the wreckage, a darker question surfaces. What did it see? What did it record? And most terrifying of all, how many more are up there right now?